get you what gone then that summer. But I can't beat that, and this ain't by design. I adore you. I really wanna be there. Stay by design, girl. Take it softer, you know. I'm out my mind, girl. Don't make it harder. Come inside my fire, baby. I'm much longer till December. Say what you really mean.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Here we go. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Suns. Back on the road tomorrow. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
First team foul.
And stolen by LeBron.
Yeah, that's two really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Second team foul.
It's stolen by Curry. And the kind of game fans love to watch, Greg. Two offensive teams going head-to-head.
And the rules today favor offense, and that's why league-wide scoring continues to rise.
KD with it. He's picked up by James. Outside Curry. Pass to James. A three-pointer, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. Down low. Here's Chamberlain. And Davis pulls it down. Outside Curry. Right side Davis. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot block.
Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Irving. To the inside. Chamberlain. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Pretty pass by Kyrie Irving. Nothing like making your teammate feel good right there.
Harden with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Chamberlain. Outside for Durant. Hands it from downtown.
Durant.
Boy, it doesn't get any better than this. Kevin Durant's stroke from three-point range is money.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Steve Nash.
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
Thank you, David. And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The kick out to Irving. Launches a three. The shot, no good. Curry was a nice D. Latrey gets the three-pointer to fall.
Perhaps the first thing a defense must do is chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line. Because if you give him space, guys, he's going to make it.
2 minutes
Now,
remaining.
here is Irving.
2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's KD. Robinson pulls it in.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Curry outside. And that one is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Durant in the corner. Pass to Chamberlain. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Brooklyn trailing. Allen surveying the D. Here is Durant. To the wing right side. Just 4 to shoot. Launches it. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's LeBron. Outside for Curry. Traps in the tray. Curry's got 6.
Well, you have to have innate sense of when to come off and get ready to catch and shoot. Stephen Curry's been doing it a long time.
11 feet away. And that one goes long.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain.
And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Phoenix timeout.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
The Nets making a switch here. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Morant. A baseline J comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Pass to Allen. Stolen by Levine. Morant, that's for 2. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns lead by 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Dancers.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
And they've also protected the rim with a lot of energy today. Good amount of blocks in the first half.
Here's Morant. And there's the drive. And finished off by Morant.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
And, Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but DA, I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Here's Irving from the wing. Gobert can't hit.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Butler with the ball. West picks him up. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Left side, Levine. Back to Morant. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Second chance shot, and it's blocked by Mutombo. And he recovers it.
24-second
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Coming onto the floor.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Kevin Durant.
And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather hold the team.
And the Nets making a change here.
Suns Dancers Dance Team.
Nets trail by 4. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Ron right side. Outside for Curry. 5 on the clock. Pass to Levine. Phoenix needs to get off his shot. Curry can't get it to go. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Phoenix ball.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Suns. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Nets trailed by 4. Curry with the steal. And LeBron with the clear path to the hoop.
Well, give Steph Curry some props for triggering that break. He makes a great defensive play, and it leads to an easy opportunity.
Williamson with the block. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Suns leading by 4. Here's Curry with the 3. Good on the triple. Curry's got 9.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Here's West. That shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. And it's Williamson missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Mitchell with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Outside, KD. Williamson with the block.
Covering lots of airspace. Zion is tremendous at closing out on shooting.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. West misses. The Suns leading. Curry looking around. Williamson outside. To the paint. It's stolen by West.
Phoenix foul.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Suns. Ralph.
Nets trailed by 7.
Anthony Davis.
Outside Durant. Over Levine. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Outside Curry. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Nets.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You can see see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Stolen by Levine. Going in.
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Irving attacking. And Davis sends it back. And stolen by LeBron. And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells... And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Curry. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. The shot. Brooklyn with the rebound. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Here's Tatum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Tatum's got the first basket of the third quarter for Brooklyn.
Jason Tatum committed to adding strength and adding weight, and now the ability to finish through contact so evident.
And good that time. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Outside Irving. Back to Chamberlain. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. Here's Mutombo. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Butler on the way. Pass to Davis. Suns moving the ball around. Harden gets the bucket.
Well, the gravity that Curry commands, it always leads to wide open looks for the guys around him.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. It's a 13-point game. Here's Mutombo. Makes it off the glass. Mutombo's got 6.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Curry. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. Suns leading by 13. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Harden. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Now, here is Irving.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Chamberlain. The second chance effort. And Davis sends it back.
The incredible length of Davis, uses it to perfection to come up with the block.
Curry gets the bucket.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Substitution for your Suns. Zion Williamson. Ja Morant.
And here's Phoenix. They're on a 12-4 run. And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Tatum with it. He's picked up by James. Tatum no good. And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Harden. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Kicks it out to Allen. Off target from outside. Phoenix leading by 20. It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
Crafty off the dribble. And the moment Harden gets an angle on you with his strength, it's over.
And here is Irving. Pass to Allen. Right at the free throw line. And again, it's the Nets missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
And so it's Phoenix holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's get an update on Donovan Mitchell. What's the status there, David?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn. He told me it's a pinched nerve in his neck, and that has him in a lot of pain. This is never the way you want to lead off, but they have no choice. They still have to play the game. Kevin, back to you.
That's his second.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
On to the floor.
Yeah, well, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Kicks it out to Williamson. That shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Allen for the 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Nets, Dikembe Mutombo. Phoenix timeout. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns Dancers.
Both teams will make substitutions. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Pass to Embiid. It's blocked.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in this area, or that's what's going to happen.
Harden, that's good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Suns?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And not to mention all the steals they've piled up. They've gotten after it defensively.
Stolen by Harden. Outside Curry. Off target with his three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Curry with the rebound. And so Curry will bring it up for Phoenix. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Outside Durant. Over James. No good there. Now the Suns take it the other way. On the wing, Harden. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
Out of bounds.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Now into the lineup for your Suns.
And Brooklyn has possession. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Embiid inside. Will it go? Sampson pulls it in. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assist.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And here are the Nets. Ray Allen is on the wing. Back to West. You know, Doris, the debate about what makes someone an MVP is always interesting. In your mind, and you're a voter, what are the qualities of an MVP-worthy player?
You know, Kevin, one of the things that fascinated me about the most recent MVP selection was some of the slander sent to Nikola Jokic. And I think it had everything to do with him not passing the eye test. And by that, I mean he didn't have eye-popping athleticism. But he was my runaway choice for MVP because he is so highly skilled and he is so valuable to what they do on the offensive end of the floor. He has vision. He has the ability to score the basketball in the paint and outside the paint. He can manipulate defenses because of his high basketball IQ. It was such a fascinating conversation, and what a worthy MVP for Nikola Jokic.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
At the line for Phoenix, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, guys, like most players who have a career as long as Stephen Curry's has been, you, of course, have a point where you have to overcome an injury. What's incredible is how well he's played beyond the injury.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
Joel Embiid.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Chamberlain, and that one, good.
Wilt Chamberlain.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Curry's shot is off. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's West with the drive. Offensive rebound. Over Curry. Butler with the steal.
Next foul, Jerry West. That's his 3rd personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for your Suns.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Pass to Levine. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. it.